About the driving of Ayrton, it's difficult to explain now because he can overtake you inside or outside. Doesn't matter. He can find the place, and it was not simple. And Harm was leading the second final in world title in Estoril, and leading the second night in Estoril was not so simple. And Ayrton was pushing him, and he passed him on the hill. He can, Harm probably can say more than me about what happened when he passed on the hill.
Okay, so Harm had a big fight with Ayrton Senna.
Yeah, Harm was one of the top, probably 5 drivers in the world at the time. So the fight was. The unfortunate that Harm don't have a DAP engine. He had the Parilla engine at the time.
That was a problem.
That was the problem.
But if I saw him driving today, he's still a top driver.
Absolutely, yes. In fact, Harm won the Coppa dei Campioni. Terry won three times in a row, and Harm won the fourth time for us, the Coppa dei Campioni. It was a long way because it was six final. And when you reach six final, it's a long way.
Yeah.
You will succeed.
So very competitive driver.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
Okay. Okay, Harm. We just discussed a little bit about your career and that from Ayrton Senna with Angelo. You said you were all very competitive. What's your point of view about your career in karting?
I'm very happy with the career that I had, but my career was a little bit different from the other drivers for the simple reason that it was not my goal to be a very, very successful karting driver or probably a car driver. I choose already, when I was very young, I choose for the business, which means that you cannot do both properly. So where the accent for me was mainly on the business side, I used my racing talent mainly for my own exposure and to create business out of the results that I was getting.
Okay, so in that time you were already selling products for karting.
Yeah, because I started my own company already in 1975, which means that actually I came back to the internet. I started the international scene only in 1978, where I became some sort of factory driver for Dino, which was a brand from Denmark. As a private team, I went to the World Championships, and the first World Championship I arrived number 9. I was very happy. Then as a factory driver for Dino, still keeping in mind that I want to promote those articles and equipment in order to make money on it, that also means that I had no other choice in the equipment than using the equipment that I was selling. That makes a lot of difference, because it also means that at that time when your equipment is not good enough, that even when you can get another brand or get it from other sources, you cannot use it because then you are ruining your own business. That was very difficult for me. And there is where you come to the story of Angelo, where it is about the hill in Estoril on the World Championship '79. I was leading the final, which was pretty much of a miracle already with the engine that I had available by that time, because that event speed-wise was outmost dominated by DAP, by Angelo's engines. Now, then it was the final in the evening, the last final. In the beginning, I was leading for maybe 5, 6, 7 laps. I don't remember, and I was something like, for a short while, maybe 30, 40 meters in the lead. Then Mr. Ayrton Senna da Silva came loose, and he came to my rear bumper, and then we had to go uphill. Look, this was not a passing maneuver. This was just coming around me. He would have time to drink a cup of tea because just in front of me, I don't know the English word, invoegen. You know what I'm saying? Later you translate. But it was not a matter of a maneuver. He come behind me, pass me, and go in front of me again.
And that was due to the DAP engines he
Oh
used.
yeah, I mean, like I said, that World Championships, I mean, it was a miracle already that I could do the job with the engines that I had at that moment. But at that time, I had no access to do business with Angelo. I had to do with what I have, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, okay. Now you have access to do business with Angelo,
I
and you
did.
do it now.
Oh no, I did a lot in the past because I was more than pleased and honored that in 1980 he started to support me, and in 1981 he supported me more. In 1982 until a few races more in 1986, he took me over the world into to several countries. But most of all, what was important for me, he learned me how to sell your business, your gear abroad. So after I have seen what he was doing, I thought, starting in 1982, I think maybe I can do the same, but then in a limited scale for my own business. And so I did. That's why I went a lot to Asia and to the Middle East, for example.
Yeah, because you have the business Schuurman BV, and you sell kart equipment and other equipment for quads and so on.
Yeah, but that is
Oh,
the business nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was together with Angelo, that is the racing side was something like, yeah, we started somewhere in 80. I did not do many races, simply no time. And but most of all, I learned business from him. And later, when he gave me the access to his products, then it means his products became business for me.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
You have to remember that we won Coppa dei Campioni, we won that preacher meeting in Australia. It was a big meeting. We won Indonesia, Hong Kong,
This kind of event.
almost Philippines. We won.
Events abroad.
Yeah, we race all over East Australia, mainly.
So
For example, the idea is that is where my company is based on. Because nowadays I have a reasonable company, 25 people working in the company, no producing anything, it's just a trading company. We import from about 15 countries and we sell to about 65 countries. And all the foundation for this company nowadays is the racing, the results that I had together with him. Yeah, and then of course the how to say,
the traveling and the
the
contacts.
traveling and the exposure that I got in those days.